So we're here. We finally caught up with the man that everyone's surprised about, Jimmy, with your tire working skills.
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Does he do any kind of Bobby Pierce type deals with the tires?
Nothing's soaked. Nothing's been in pools. Nothing's been
No
in ice
tire
boxes.
wizards. No nothing.
No.
How have you been so fast? What's the deal?
I get lucky every night when I qualify. Like, some nights Jimmy will go out there and draw me at 58 and I'll suck that night, but like when I go draw it, like the night goes so much better.
Right.
But you know, if I didn't suck in the A, I'd probably be all right, but it all goes downhill there really quick.
So then what are you seeing from qualifying to the heats to the A's? What's the difference? What's happening?
Qualifying's easy because it's just you.
Right.
Some nights I qualify good, so I don't have 20 cars in front of me. Then
Right.
everything's easier when there's only 4 cars in front of you.
So then what do you think transitions into that difference of well, and this is a serious conversation outside of his tire dope scheme that he's got. You obviously you are fast, you have speed. What are you noticing as the difference between that heat race to the A main? What is the difference?
This is the first night that I felt like good. Like the cars felt good, really since Volusia. Like everything kind of here is way different than what I run. So getting laps is obviously really important. We go to a new track every week, so it's hard to it's hard to get something and like know that it's good. So that and dirty air threw me for a curveball. I've never felt that in a sprint car in my life. So that was one thing that like just threw me out.
Well, but you've performed at high levels in 360 racing. I mean, you've been in areas where 360 racing is dominant. May not be 410 dominant. The South has been dominant by 360s for a long time. What do you think that is surprising about that dirty air? Is it the speed of the 410?
Just how the car handles it. Like you get behind everybody and then you run and you follow them. Like we're at 360, you just running behind them and follow them. Where these you got to like kind of break out. And you have to chase the air, which is it's just 410s are a whole different ball game compared to what I'm used to doing. You go run ASCS and the competition it's really insane how much tougher this is. You watch it on TV and you don't realize like how good these guys are, and there's a reason why they are the best in the country. So it's everything about it's just way different.
Well, but you surprise people with speed. Obviously, qualifying is huge in the Outlaws. If you don't qualify well, some people would say load up after qualifying if you don't qualify well. Obviously, you're good at, I guess, pointing a car around the track, or is it just you're good?
I don't know what it is with qualifying, because with ASCS, I sucked at qualifying. I don't think I ever had one quick time. I don't even know if I ever went second quick. So I really don't know why I can qualify good some nights. It's just, I guess that's just easier for me because I don't have any pressure going into qualifying. I don't have any expectations going into a night. I kind of just expect to suck. So if I qualify good, then my night's good. If I don't qualify good, then my night sucks. So luckily, I've been pretty.
You've been good in qualifying, right?
Most nights. So everything's been better so far.
You're going to these tracks for the first time. How are you feeling about the schedule coming up?
The next month string that we have, my confidence isn't very high just because the tracks are so much different where we're going. We go to Hopstadt next week, and I really don't know what to expect there.
Hopstadt is Riverside.
A lot tighter corners.
Thank you.
I agree.
No, I mean, Riverside's some pretty tight corners, buddy.
It ain't quite Hopstadt, but I mean, Paducah I feel all right in. Hopstadt, I really don't know what to expect, but a place like Knoxville, I really don't know what's going to happen.
Well, and I was more so saying Eldora, Williams Grove, Lincoln. These are the Outlaws have laps on them, and these are foreign to you.
Right. Which, I mean, it was the same deal with Volusia. I mean, I got a few nights, but not near what half these guys have. So, I really don't know what to expect. These PA tracks are going to be tough. Like, the cars there, it's going to be double the competition what we have right now.
Right.
Everything about it's going to be harder. The tracks are weird. Everything's going to be different. So, I'm looking forward to it. I've always wanted to go out there. Dad's never gone out there, so I don't really have much information to bank on like some of these places. But I'm looking forward to it all.
So, what do you think? What's Daddy think? We got Tim Crawley here. Hold on now. What do you think about what he's doing?
I mean, honestly, I'm a proud dad for sure. I mean, he still doesn't have, you look at total number of shows, period, in a full-size sprint car, he still don't have an astronomical number there. And still very limited in 410s. And still, it's a big deal because every time we go out here, he's pretty much, I guess, the entire year from here forward, other than going to ditch the 23rd, he's still pretty much every track he's going to run he's there for his first time. All these tracks, everything he's fixing to do, and he couldn't run Knoxville when we went with ASCS Tour because he was underage, so he had to watch, got show up points only. So every track he's going to, including, like here this weekend, it was his first time to see the place, So he's up against a lot of hurdles right out of the gate. And every one of these guys has been to these tracks over and over again and got notes on them, which Jason does. Jason's a huge asset in this because he can get him in the ballpark, and then it's just up to him to see how quick he can adapt to these places.
And see, that would be my argument. You see guys from PA or California who come up, they are expected to do what he's doing. For him to do it, and this is my point, for him to do what he's doing is a shock because he's not from those areas, We
went into the year, it was a tough winter for me because that was the thing. I was just hoping we didn't pull the trigger too quick because there was so many things that could have went wrong here for us. All I mean by that is he could have went out and been a little bit out of control and bumped the wrong guys, and the next thing you know, you get the stigma of, he's driving over his head, he's in too deep, rich kid, whatever. You get that stigma put on you. It's hard to shake it off. So with all that being said, I think this first portion of the season, I think our goals and expectations were just realistic in the beginning. Making A mains was going to be wins for us, but that's the way we left the house night one.
Well, but when they see a name in a dash, they take it very, exactly.
He goes out there, he sets quick time his first show, and everybody wants to say, he qualifies, but he can't race. Well, he won a dash. He's won. He has raced too, but it's learning. It's getting Jason and him and us and getting the car and getting him comfortable in the car to where he's more and more comfortable every night. But there's a ton of obstacles here. Every racetrack is going to be new for him, and that by itself is huge. He's already done some pretty amazing things. I don't know, I hadn't been keeping count, 13, 14 nights into this deal, and I don't know, Dirt Tracker the other day had the stats on qualifying. He's been in the top 5, pretty much, I think it is, on qualifying average.
Right.
That's something to be said. I don't care. If it's,
qualifying, people think it's everything. They think it's a big deal. It is. It's very big.
Any of these complete time trial formats, Knoxville, Outlaw deal, high limits, it doesn't matter. If you don't qualify good, you get behind the 8 ball right off the bat.
Right, roll it in the trailer.
When you're on the back of one of these heats, I don't care who you are, you're not going to drive to the front.
Right.
So just qualifying good and putting yourself in that position night after night is huge. So, and he's done that. So now it's just a matter of trying to get more and more comfortable in the car and getting the car set up for him to where he's comfortable. It's like last night he wasn't comfortable. Me and Jason I'll share the blame with him. Me and him, we just got him too tight last night. He was way tight in the start of the day. He had no confidence in the beginning with the car. Me and him are just alike in a way that I think we just keep it real. We know where we are. We know he knows he has talent. He knows he's capable, but he also knows where he is. And I think that's what keeps him relevant and not driving over his head or running over people. He keeps it right there at the point that he's in control of what he's doing. And that's all I've ever asked for him. I said, push yourself, scare yourself a little constantly, but don't get to the point where you do things you're out of control. Just keep it within your range of talent and push yourself just a little bit constantly, and you'll be fine.
Show you what you want, all the hurt, all the tears, sweat and pain, all the days sitting in the shop or when the cold or hot, I take it and I talk about another race. And listen, please, best believe all the things I see in the bickering of the shit you preach and the hating on me for everything I've done. Trying to bring my focus, you don't know about the drive, not just on the track, but late into the night, spiking all this fuel and doping all these tires, not to break the rules, but just to bend those lines. And if you call me out, I'm coming straight up out the crowd so we can do some meddling.